Hi, so DVC as of release 3.31 and later now supports importing from any Git repository that uses Git LFS as a storage backend. And so what that means for users is that you can now import from Hugging Face Hub, and that includes support for both importing models and datasets, since they're both stored within the Hugging Face repositories, which again use Git and Git LFS as their backend. And so for the purpose of this demo, I'm just using this Stable Diffusion model, which again is hosted on Hugging Face. And let's say I want to import this base 1.0 model safe tensors file. And so in my terminal, first I'll show you what this would look like with older DVC releases. And again, you can see here, this is running DVC 3.30, which is the last release prior to the LFS support. And so in this older release, if I try to import this safe tensors file, what happens is rather than downloading the actual model, DVC only downloads the text LFS pointer. And we can see, yeah, we only got a 135 byte file. And if we actually try to look at it, it's not a safe tensors model. It's just this text pointer file that contains some information about the LFS object, which is used to store the actual file in the LFS backend. And so now, if I clean this up and then install the newest DVC release, now again, you can see my DVC repository is basically empty. And so now when I try to import this file, DVC will actually download the entire safe tensors model, which again should be much, much larger. And yeah, so you can see here now, we see the status where it's downloading this actual 6 gigabyte safe tensors file. And then once this finishes, we'll be able to see that, again, DVC has downloaded the actual model as it was stored in Hugging Face. And so again, this will work for both files and directories stored on Hugging Face. And again, this is also not just limited only to Hugging Face. This works for anybody who's using Git LFS with Git. And again, this is all completely transparent, just using DVC. I am not running, I do not have the Git LFS CLI installed on this machine. This is just done purely through DVC and through DVC's, basically DVC's Git backend library. Okay, so fast forwarding a little bit, you can see that now my download has actually finished, and DVC has in fact imported this full 6.9 gigabyte safe tensors file. And again, let's say I wanted to double check that DVC did actually import the correct thing from Hugging Face. I can run the SHA-256 checksum on this file. And again, so DVC says it's downloaded this file starting with the checksum 31E35C. And I can check that on Hugging Face by just clicking on the original file here. And again, this is a file stored with Git LFS. And the SHA-256 checksum is, again, 31E35C and so on. And then, again, you can also see here that the pointer size for this file is 135 bytes. And again, that's the original 135 byte file that was imported in the older versions of DVC rather than the actual model itself. And so, yeah, so that's just a quick demo of how this works in DVC now. And again, this is beneficial for users mainly because now if I have, let's say I had a DVC pipeline, this is now an easy way for me to use a Hugging Face model as a dependency in that pipeline. I just run DVC import and then add it to whichever stage's dependencies entry as needed. So that's it for this demo. Thanks.